Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Talk Entertainment News. So the inevitable has finally happened. It looks like Matthew Lillard is making his return to the Scream franchise in Scream 7. We're going to talk about that in just a moment, but before we do, just a few things for you to do for us. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell, like, comment, send supers, or become a member for $2.99 a month. If you do comment, keep it friendly, keep it on topic, don't make it personal. All right. Yeah, I think fans will react positively to this because I think people have been wanting this for a long time. And then just a matter of how do you bring them back, but that's for another day. With the buzz around Scream 7 continuing to rise, the much-awaited horror sequel has added another name from the original flick to its cast in the form of Matthew Lillard. The 55-year-old actor received global recognition for his part in 1996 Scream, where he portrays Stu, a troubled high school student who aids his friend Billy in going on a killing rampage. Despite his character seemingly meeting his end in the film, as well as Lillard's blink and miss roles in Scream 2 and 5, he is now returning to the franchise with his 7th installment. The Scooby-Doo star has officially joined Scream 7 alongside other legacy cast members such as Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox. Matthew Lillard also took to social media to share the news with his fans in a cryptic post. With a recent Deadline report confirmed the actor's return, it remains unclear as to what character he will play in the 2026 sequel. Lillard's last act in Scream saw him chasing Neve Campbell, Sidney Prescott, with the intention of killing her. Nevertheless, she managed to evade Stu attempts and eliminates the perpetrator by dropping a TV set on his head. So, yeah, how will he return? While the ending of Scream may have fans believing that Stu had met his end in the first film itself, Matthew Lillard's latest post on Instagram regarding his role in the Scream 7 seems to suggest otherwise. And I think that's the best way to go here. If he somehow survived, I think that's actually more realistic than bringing him as a supernatural force or as a hallucination or something like that. But yeah, years and years ago, I remember watching a documentary. I believe it mentioned how he was basically showed up at a casting call with his brother, and apparently one of the directors saw him sitting there, thought he looked interesting, had an interesting voice, said, "Hey, you want to go audition for a movie?" So I guess that was sort of how that came about. But he was so unique, I think, in a film full of, hot young people, and here's this goofy, fun guy who I think is a lot more relatable. His passion for movies in particular really anchored him into the sort of the fabric of this Scream universe. And yeah, I think, sometimes when characters are brought back many sequels later, there's a feeling of cheapness to it, that it sort of ruins the integrity of the original. But I don't think that's the case here. I think everybody's wanted this. It is horror after all. You expect that people can return, whether they should or not. And I think that seems likely that we're going to bring him back perhaps as a living, breathing character, possibly horribly disfigured and crazier than ever by his horrible end with the TV in his head. So what do you think? Are you happy about this? Is this the news that you've been waiting for? Does this move the needle on your anticipation for Scream 7? Let us know in the comment section below. But until next time, keep it creepy and have a great weekend.